Hey everyone! Have you heard about pickleball? It's like the coolest, most fun sport ever, and it's taking over the world. Seriously, people everywhere are playing, from schools to retirement communities. What's all the fuss about? Well, pickleball is like a mix of tennis, badminton, and ping pong, all rolled into one awesome game. It's easy to learn but surprisingly challenging to master, which makes it perfect for people of all ages and skill levels. Plus, it's a great way to get some exercise and have a blast with friends and family. One of the things I love most about pickleball is that it's so social. You can play with 2 or 4 people, and because the court is smaller than a tennis court, you're always close enough to chat and laugh with your opponents. And trust me, there's a lot of laughing in pickleball. Between the funny bounces, the unexpected rallies, and the occasional goofy mistake, you're guaranteed to have a smile on your face the whole time. So, if you're looking for a fun, social, and healthy activity, look no further than pickleball. You won't regret it. Okay, so you're ready to give pickleball a try? That's awesome! Fantastic! The best part is, you don't need a ton of fancy equipment to get started. It's a sport that's super accessible to everyone. Just grab a friend, find a court, and you're good to go. Here's what you'll need to get started on your pickleball journey. Paddles. Pickleball paddles are smaller than tennis rackets and made of wood or composite materials. They come in various shapes and sizes. Don't worry too much about fancy paddles when you're starting out. A basic one will do just fine. As you get more into the game, you can explore different types. Balls. Pickleball balls are plastic and have holes, similar to wiffle balls. They are designed to be lightweight and easy to handle. They come in different colors and weights, so ask at your local sporting goods store for recommendations. Some balls are better for indoor play, while others are designed for outdoor use. Court pickleball courts are smaller than tennis courts and have a lower net. This makes the game more accessible and less physically demanding. Many parks and recreation centers have dedicated pickleball courts, but you can also find them at schools and even in some neighborhoods. Some places even have portable nets you can set up anywhere. See? Easy peasy. Once you've got your gear, just familiarize yourself with the basic rules. Don't worry, they're pretty straightforward, and you'll be ready to start playing in no time. The rules are simple and easy to learn. And hey, even if you don't have all the fancy gear right away, don't let that stop you. The community is very welcoming. Borrow a paddle, grab some friends, and just have fun with it. The most important thing is to enjoy the game and have a good time. That's what pickleball is all about. It's a game that brings people together and creates lasting memories. All right, let's talk about how to actually play this awesome game. Pickleball is a fun and engaging sport, but to really excel, you need to master the basics. First things first, your stance and grip. These 2 elements are the foundation of your game. These are super important for hitting the ball with power and accuracy. Without the right stance and grip, your shots will lack consistency and control. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. With a bit of practice, you'll get the hang of it in no time. Stance. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and your weight on the balls of your feet. This position gives you balance and readiness. You want to be light on your feet and ready to move quickly in any direction. This agility is crucial for responding to your opponent's shots. Think of it like you're a ninja ready to spring into action. Always be prepared to move swiftly and efficiently. Hold the paddle with a relaxed grip like you're shaking hands with it. This ensures you have control without straining your muscles. Don't grip it too tightly or you'll lose control and power. A tight grip can also lead to fatigue and discomfort over time. You want to find that sweet spot where you have a firm but comfortable hold. This balance is key to maintaining control and power in your shots. Practice shuffling your feet and getting into a ready position. This will help you stay agile and responsive during the game. Remember, pickleball is all about quick movements and reactions, so the better you are at moving your feet, the better you'll be at the game. Footwork is just as important as your grip and stance. And don't be afraid to experiment with different grips until you find one that feels comfortable and gives you good control over the paddle. It's all about finding what works best for you. Everyone's different, so what works for one person might not work for another. Personal preference plays a big role in finding the right grip. The key is to find what feels right for you. Keep practicing, stay patient, and soon you'll find your perfect stance and grip. Now for the fun part, hitting the ball! This is where the game truly comes alive and you get to showcase your skills and strategy. Let's start with the serve and return, the two shots that get the game going. These initial shots set the tone for the entire rally and can often determine the flow of the game. Serve. The serve in pickleball is underhand, and you must hit the ball diagonally across the net and into the opponent's service court. This ensures a fair start and gives both players a chance to engage right from the beginning. Try to hit the ball with a slight upward motion to give it some arc and make it harder for your opponent to return. The arc can add an element of unpredictability, making your serve more effective. Return of serve. When receiving the serve, focus on making contact with the ball in front of your body and hitting it deep into your opponent's court. A deep return can push your opponent back and give you control of the rally. Don't try to be too fancy with your return. Just get the ball back in play and set yourself up for the next shot. Consistency and placement are more important than power at this stage. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to serving and returning. Regular practice will help you develop a reliable serve and return, which are crucial for winning points. Practice hitting the ball over the net and into the correct service court. Repetition will build muscle memory and improve your accuracy over time. As you get more comfortable, you can start adding spin and pace to your serve to make it more challenging for your opponent. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. And when returning serve, focus on getting the ball deep and in play, forcing your opponent to work harder for their next shot. A well-placed return can put you in a strong position to dominate the rally. Section 5, Mastering the Dinking Game. Okay, now let's talk about dinking. Dinking is like the secret sauce of pickleball. It's a soft shot that just clears the net and lands in the kitchen, the non-volley zone 7 feet from the net. Dinking is all about finesse and strategy. When dinking, use a light grip and a gentle, controlled swing. You want to lift the ball just enough to clear the net and land softly in the kitchen. Aim for the corners of the kitchen or at your opponent's feet. This makes it difficult for them to attack the ball and gives you the upper hand in the rally. Dinking is a game of patience and precision. Don't be afraid to engage in long dinking rallies, waiting for your opponent to make a mistake or give you an opportunity to attack. Remember, the goal is to outmaneuver your opponent and force them into a weak shot. And who knows, you might even win the point with a perfectly placed dink that leaves them stranded. Section 6, Volleying. Attack the net. All right, enough with the finesse shots. Let's talk about volleying. Volleying is when you hit the ball in the air before it bounces, and it's a great way to end a point quickly and take control of the game. Volleying requires fast reflexes and good hand-eye coordination. Be ready to react quickly to your opponent's shots and move forward to intercept the ball. When volleying, use a short, punchy motion to drive the ball across the net. Keep your wrist firm and aim for open areas on the court. Volleying is all about aggression and taking the initiative. Don't be afraid to move to the net and put pressure on your opponents. A well-placed volley can be a real game changer, so practice your volleys and get comfortable hitting the ball out of the air. Just remember to stay out of the kitchen when volleying. That's a big no-no in pickleball. Section 7, Lobsters and Overheads, Reaching New Heights. Sometimes in pickleball, you need to hit the high notes, literally. That's where lobs and overheads come in. These shots are all about hitting the ball high and deep, forcing your opponents back from the net. A lob is a high, arcing shot that goes over your opponent's head and lands near the baseline. Use a lob when your opponents are camped out at the net and you need to push them back. An overhead is like a smash in tennis. You hit the ball over your head with a downward motion, aiming for an open area on the court. Overheads are a great way to win a point outright. Lobs and overheads add an exciting element of verticality to pickleball. They're great shots to have in your arsenal when you need to change the pace of the game or catch your opponents off guard. Practice your lobs and overheads and don't be afraid to use them strategically during a match. You might just surprise yourself and your opponents with your skills. Section 8, Strategic Play. Outsmart your opponents. Pickleball isn't just about hitting the ball, it's about outsmarting your opponents. Here are a few strategic tips to help you up your game. The kitchen is a crucial area in pickleball. Try to control the net and force your opponents to hit up on the ball, giving you the advantage. If you're playing doubles, communicate with your partner and work together to cover the court. Call out shots and make sure you're both on the same page. Pay attention to your opponent's strengths and weaknesses. If they have a weak backhand, exploit it. If they're slow to get to the net, hit lobs over their heads. Remember, pickleball is as much a mental game as it is a physical one. By thinking strategically and anticipating your opponent's moves, you can gain a significant advantage on the court. So, use your head, be creative, and have fun outsmarting your opponents. Section 9, Pickleball Fun, Fitness, and Friendship. Well, there you have it, everything you need to know to start mastering the wonderful world of pickleball. But remember, beyond all the tips and techniques, the most important thing is to have fun. Pickleball is a game that should be enjoyed by people of all ages and abilities. So grab a paddle, find a court, and experience the joy of pickleball for yourself. Not only is pickleball a blast to play, but it's also incredibly beneficial for your physical and mental health. It's a great way to get some exercise, improve your hand-eye coordination, and boost your mood. Plus, it's a fantastic way to meet new people and make lasting friendships. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and start playing some pickleball. You never know, you might just discover your new favorite hobby.